Hello everyone, welcome again to the programming screencast of area calculation. In this particular programming screencast, I'll be discussing another way of how to calculate the area of Punjab using randomized method. So I hope you have watched the previous videos and you know how to calculate the RGB values of the given image. One method is related to the color picker application. You just go to any online website and you find the RGB values which we used in the previous programming screencast. But in this programming screencast, what we'll be doing, we'll be using the automated method, the Pythonic method of finding the RGB value of a particular image. So I'll be using this particular method. This method has already been explained in one of the previous programming screencast. So I hope that you have gone through all those videos. So let me start with this programming screencast. So as I said, I'll be using the Pythonic way to calculate the RGB values of a given image. So as in always, let us import the image library from PIL package. So I'll just write from PIL import image. After that, I also need to import random, since we need to randomly select X and Y values here. After that, I'll open the image. I write IM as the variable. IM is equal to image dot open, and as in parameter I should pass the image file. Our image file name is map-01.png. So we have our image in the variable IM. Now in order to calculate the RGB values, I need to convert this image to RGB matrix. So what should we write here? As explained already, I'll write some variable here. RGB underscore IM is equal to IM dot convert, and you should pass RGB as a parameter here. So that is done. After that, we'll be using the method used in the previous programming screencast. I'll take count of India is equal to 0, count of Punjab is equal to 0, and we should also take a count here. Count is equal to 0. Now I need to have many number of iterations. So I'll take while count is less than equal to 1 lakh, as we did in the previous programming screencast. Now what should we do here? We should select X and Y values randomly here. In order to select the X and Y values randomly here, you should know the dimensions of the image. In the previous programming screencast, I showed you how can you get to know the dimensions of the image. You just go to the particular image and you right click on that image and go to the properties of the image. In properties of the image, you will find the dimensions of the image. So we already have the dimensions of the image. So I'll write X is equal to random dot rand int, and in this you should write 0,2480, and you should also take the Y value randomly. So I'll write random dot rand int 0 till 2735. So this is done, and we'll take Z as 0. After that, you need to store these RGB values in the variables RGB corresponding to the particular X and Y coordinates. So I'll just write RGB underscore IM, that is our image converted to RGB matrix, dot get pixel, and in this I'll write X and Y, X, Y, corresponding to x and y coordinates, it will give us the RGB values. And now we know the RGB values of the gray part as well as the black part. So I'll just write R is equal to 60 here. If it is 60 here, then I should increase the counter of India. Count underscore in is equal to count underscore in plus 1. I should also increase the count variable here. Count is equal to count plus 1. Else, if R is equal to 80 here, what should you write? You should increase the count of Punjab. So you write count underscore Punjab is equal to count underscore Punjab plus 1. You should also increase the count here. Count is equal to count plus 1. After that, you need to calculate the area of Punjab according to our previous randomized method. So you just write area underscore Punjab here is equal to count underscore Punjab divided by count underscore IN, that is India, and you should multiply it with area of India. So we have the precise area of India, and that is 3287263. So you should write 3287263. And now we need to print area of Punjab. So now let us try to run this program. I'll write area1.py. Module random has, it should be int here. So we have the area of Punjab is 53213. The actual area is around 50362, I guess. Please check on the internet, and it is somewhat closer to area of Punjab. Let me run it again. We have 49585. This is closer. Even 51482 is way much closer. So you can always increase the number of iterations, and the accuracy will improve with increasing number of iterations. So I hope that this programming screencast is clear to you all. I'll just explain you this program again. So as in always, first of all, you need to import the image library. You need to import the random library. After that, you need to open the image, the concerned image. We'll be providing you with this image, don't worry. After that, you need to convert this image to RGB values. After that, what I initialized 3 count here: count of India, count of Punjab, and a simple count here that will keep a track of number of iterations. So we are taking 1 lakh iterations here. You can always increase the number of iterations. We have the dimensions here, the dimensions of the image. We have already explained how can you get to know the dimensions of the image. So I'll pick X and Y randomly in this particular range. So I picked X from 0 to 2480 and Y randomly from 0 to 2735. As already explained, you can calculate the RGB value from that particular image using this particular method, get pixel. So you need to take that image, the RGB image, and corresponding to particular X and Y value, it will give you the RGB value. We already know that the RGB value of the blackish part there is 60 and around 60, and for the Punjab region the grayish region is 80. So if R is equal to 60, then you need to increment the count of India, and if it is 80, then you need to increment the count of Punjab. After that, you are just applying the method, the randomized method explained in the very first video. So we'll just take the count of Punjab divided by the count of India into the precise area of India, that is 3287263, and then you can print the area of Punjab. I hope the previous videos and this video are useful to you all. You have understood them all. I'll just go through the videos. First of all, what we did was we proposed a randomized method to calculate the area of Punjab. After that, we showed you how can you construct an image for the given RGB values. Then we did a programming screencast the other way around. First of all, we had the RGB values and we constructed an image. Now we had an image and we needed to find out the particular RGB value. We also showed you how can you do that. After that, we proposed two methods of calculating the area of Punjab using the randomized method in Pythonic way. For this particular thing, we had an image which had the blackish region as the India part and the grayish region as the Punjab part. So what you can do here is, we already know the RGB values of these two colors. Using these RGB values, we generated random x and y values here. According to these x and y values, we calculated the number of dots that are placed in the Punjab region as well as the number of dots that are placed in India region randomly. After calculating these two particular parameters, we are already given the area of India. So we had the formula here which was explained in the very first video. We did count of Punjab divided by count of India into the precise area of India, and that gave us the area of Punjab. So I hope this method is clear to you all. Please refer JOC Wiki if you have any doubts. Thank you.